Good morning, everybody. I'm Annette Lawless here in the KAKE News Studios. We're tracking a lot for you in regards to this winter blast that hit KAKEland, the end of April, and now on our first day of May. We have a lot of things in store for you this morning. In fact, over here at the anchor desk, we have Shane and Jamel just prepping, getting everybody informed for the day.
Good morning to you on this Monday.
Look at those happy faces. You really can't beat that. I'm telling you, it's the best way to perk up your day if you're looking for some motivation on Monday. Jamel, we love you. I mean, honestly, Shane, we like you too. So I mean, it's all good. But
tell us about the device in your hand.
So I'm using a 360 camera, so people are able to get a full scope of what everything looks like here in the KAKE Studio. As I walk about, we're going to go down to the newsroom in a bit, show people a little behind the scenes.
Yeah, does 360 add like 10 pounds on me? Is that?
I don't know. Maybe 360 degrees of poundage. Yeah, so we're trying to do our best. So we have Brian Ramsdale out on the streets for us this morning, out in Northwest Kansas, tracking stuff for us as he has throughout the weekend. He's done such a good job. And then, of course, our lovely weather people, including Frank, working so hard to make sure people are informed of everything from those snowfall totals to what to expect during the week. I think we're gonna get some good news, right?
Yeah, things are gonna improve. Take a look at this right here. This is what it looked like in Ulysses as it was coming down.
A little time lapse.
Yeah, but then there was a big gap in it because there was a power outage.
Of course, right? Everyone's facing a bit of those. Hopefully people out in Northwest Kansas and Western Kansas as well, getting some relief and getting some power back on. So all the best there. We just heard a little beep here. That means that we're about to go live on TV. So I'm going to scoot out of the studio so I don't interrupt things with everything we're working on TV. See ya, see ya, see ya. At the best part, we can take a little peek. Frank's working. We'll go back in. Shh, but I have to be quiet because if I talk, I'm in trouble. But this is Frank and his little, this is his center.
Don't show my shoes.
His shoes. It's awesome.
Good morning, KAKEland. Here's a look at some of the biggest numbers we had come in. Kind of the official reports relayed through the National Weather Service. Colby, 17 inches. Johnson City, 16. Scott City, 15. Ulysses and Elkhart, 14. And Garden City, about 11 inches of snow. Those were at least the biggest numbers. Snow drifts much deeper than that. Here's the
look at some stuff we tracked. We look at all the other stations. And these are our other stations that we have. Wichita, Great Bend, Garden City, Colby. Let's get out of here. I don't want to get in trouble. But we're going to head up to the director's booth. Hopefully they're cool with us heading up there. I gave them a heads up earlier. Gave everybody a heads up. I want to make friends here at work, so I don't want people to be upset if I show a video and they're not quite prepared. We have to go upstairs to our director's booths. We have our director and our producer.
North and South Central Kansas is going to see decreasing clouds. So cloudy early on, sunshine by the afternoon.
We have Richard, Gary, and Matthew. They're working on stuff behind the scenes here. What they do is they make sure everything functions properly. Make sure that we have our scripts ready, videos ready, they cue
Here's a look
things,
at that next rain
commercials,
chance.
everything.
It rolls
They
in
work very
tomorrow
hard
night
sure
and
newscast
continues
looks
into
flawless.
Wednesday off and on.
A great
The
team
heaviest
behind the
rainfall
scenes.
total is going to be south.
I don't want to talk too loud while we're working there because I don't want to distract them from getting people prepped. But a lot of times we'll have these earpieces that we stick them in our ear, and I'll be talking to somebody like Gary, for example, one of our directors, and he guides me through what's coming up. If we have a problem, he's like, hey, we have to cut off the story because we're out of video, or maybe a live shot. This is a pretty standard problem. Like sometimes if we have a live report and let's say Brian's gear is down, he needs power, or a lot of our technology really is centered around cell phones, and so if we lose a signal, lose the power of that signal, then sometimes those shots don't work. So that's kind of a common hiccup for a lot of stations, is we have this new technology. A lot of the stations you'll see, they'll wear these backpacks that are basically filled with these high-powered camera and cell phone signals as well that make that live report happen in TV. This, of course, is the KAKE newsroom. Nothing too crazy or glamorous. It's just a standard office. Everyone has their desks and everything. It's pretty empty right now, but throughout the day it'll continue to fill in. We do have people that will work on things like uploading our stories to the web, and more so, especially with the weather alerts that we've had go on. We've had a lot of closings on TV. I don't know if you've noticed a lot of that, and with those closings we'll have people like our web manager or even some of our producers like myself. Over the weekend we've gone and uploaded information online so people have those details of those closings, but also so at the bottom of your screen or sometimes at the top too, we have the information of those closings. We do have a number of them actually today for folks out in western Kansas. Some of those calls, like this one just coming in now to the newsroom, could be one of those closings. Behind the scenes here this morning we have Monica. She's one of our morning reporters.
What was that? I'm sorry.
She's going to be giving us little reports from the live desk down here, which are really important for us to have. And you know, also making these shows happen, we have our wonderful editor, Angie. She's working very diligently to make sure that our show looks excellent, especially in terms of having the best video and making sure that it kind of matches everything that the anchors say, because sometimes you need to make sure that the picture kind of works with what we say on air. Not everybody's perfect at it, but Angie's really great. I really love her. I've worked with her for a long time, so she's has a good attitude and spirit. She works early mornings just like I do, and she continues editing for our early morning shows like Good Morning Kansas and then Good Morning KAKEland. We have a lot of folks behind the scenes here and of course in front of the camera that make it happen, but I really commend this weekend Brian Ramsdell. He's just been such a trooper, spending time for us in western Kansas and bringing us those live reports throughout the weekend. As Shane had mentioned on air this morning, he's brought us some Facebook Live videos and a lot of things that I think are just really special. And one story that I really loved, he shared this on Sunday of a woman who was trying to get out to her husband in the Colby area. I believe she's from Topeka, and there was some sort of struggle for her to getting out there. I think maybe she was having some issues driving-wise to getting out there, and a total stranger ended up helping her with making that possible. So it just really goes to show how wonderful our community is and how people really rally together in the worst of times to make that woman at least to have the comfort of knowing that her husband's okay is probably amazing. But if you haven't caught on that story, I'll make sure that with this video that I'm going to put onto our Facebook page, that we have a link to it, because I just think it's really nice to see the good in our community, especially in a time like this. Well, anyway, I hope you all like this behind the scenes 360 video I'm posting here on Facebook. Feel free to add your comments, or if you have questions, feel free to add them too, and I'll see if I can answer them for you. All right, bye.